I mean, we didn't just go
and,
in and
and
start.
that's cool.
Yeah, we didn't just go in and start
Cool.
just like, guns blazing. We know everything, and we're going to show everybody how it's done. And
Yeah.
Oh, that's some people, oh, we know this, we know that. I just look at them and go, you're a friggin' idiot. Nobody knows nothing.
Well,
No.
let me tell you something. I was talking to a member of another paranormal group one time, and I said, I had been pretty excited because I saw my first full-bodied apparition, and gosh, what was this, Max? Like 2 years ago, and I think that's when it was. I said I think it was 2 years ago when I saw the first full-body apparition I'd ever seen.
no, that was 4 years ago.
It was it that long ago already?
Yeah, it was.
Well, anyway,
2013.
anyway, I said, I was really excited because that was the first time I had actually seen a full body apparition. And so this other person, this other paranormal group said, oh my gosh, really? Because, we see them like every time we investigate. Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, orbs. I am not an orb person at all.
Oh yeah, we don't like orbs either.
I've actually been stabbed over a damn orb. So, no,
It's
It's like orbs or dust.
I am being dead serious. I mean, we get pictures stuff in our face a lot.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? And this has been going on 20 years ago, where I used to try to say something nice about every picture stuffed in my face. And this woman, stuff. This is what you think. So what's a dust orb? She goes, that's my dead Aunt Petunia. That's my dead Aunt Petunia. You see her face, there's her eyes, she's smiling. And I was like, I've been over to explain to her, ma'am, you have caught a dust orb that has a nucleus inside, therefore it's something natural. I felt something slam into my chest. I looked down, there's a knife sticking out of it.
Wow.
Oh, great. And she stabbed me with a 2-inch by 8-inch knife. And I went to, that's the only woman I've ever hit in my life. I'll be honest. I went to hit her, and I couldn't even move my right arm. She jammed so hard into my shoulder blade. My arm was stuck, and she ended up getting 10 years out of it.
Wow.
Wow.
And so people go, all that didn't happen. I'm like, really? What's Troy Taylor? But yeah, so, people are nuts. And
Yes.
and in my lectures, that's another thing we talk about orbs. I explain, this is dust. This is how the camera captures it, whether it's video or film or digital. This is how it happens. Or it's some type of water molecule. If you're outside, forget it. It can be anything. You can't control the environment. And somebody always says, it's more than dust. And mine talked to me. I'm like, really? You need to up your meds. If you're so talking, you better go take something higher, stronger. And it's just like the groups that we had a group. Guy called me one night and said, you got to come out here. And I'm going to walk away from my house, leave it. And another group out here, they were here for 15 minutes and ran out of here screaming, saying I had 7 demons living here in my stairs. And here's somebody ready to walk away from their home. And so, we went out there, and we were there for 6 months. Not so much debunking, but showing him, hey, look, this is what's causing this. And before you automatically think ghosts, you got to think of the real reason why something could be happening. The reason why your kitchen door is shutting by itself is because it's out of plumb. You need a carpenter. Well, what's the screaming sound coming out of the bathroom? That is air in a pipe. You need a plumber. And why does my TV turn itself off and on by itself? Well, where'd you get the TV? I got it at Walmart. Really? So we go back and check the dates at Walmart, and sure enough, they had those TVs on sale. And the guy right next door bought the same TV model. Well, his TV is set up on the wall directly opposite from this TV. And guess what? A couple hours tight. He turns on his remote, your TV turns off. it's little things like that. And after 6 months, I said, we're out of here. And he goes, well, where do you think the demons went? I said, I think they left 15 minutes after we got here.
They got scared of us.
Yeah. No more
The
demons.
first group.
I had a little old lady once call me and said, you got to come out because my dead ex-husband is haunting my toaster. And I was like, and how do you know it's your dead ex-husband haunting your toaster? Just because it burns the toast like he likes it. And I said, really? I said, see that little knob on the side? Yeah. Yeah.
Turn it.
Turned it down. Yeah. And because I turned it down, it's still burning. I said, well, where'd you get it? She said, Walmart. Take it back. She said, oh, no. I don't want him haunting those poor nice people at Walmart. Okay. Throw it away. It's just, no, those garbage men are real nice to me, and I don't want them riding on the truck with them. And I'm like, oh, my God. I said, okay, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to get rid of your ghost. She said, well, I said, you got a paper towel? She said, yeah, let's put it on the counter. I said, okay. Take the toaster, unplug it. It's okay. I said, I turn it upside down and put it on that paper towel. And I hear a clunk. And I said, now pick it up. Tell me what you got. Oh, my Lord in heaven, I've got his ashes. What do I do with them? I said, you ball them up, real tight ball. You go put them in the garbage, and they're going to bury them for you. And she said, well, I got a garbage disposal. I said, even better. Flush them down the drain. Ghost is gone.
Well, that's what I'm
everything.
saying. Like you said, people go, oh, I have 7 demons in this house. Or that's why I said, like another group that tells me that every day, basically, they see a full body apparition, or every time they go to investigate. And I'm going, no. But that's also, we've had a lot of groups like that are, oh, yeah, we've captured these orbs and all this kind of stuff. And you just, that's just not happening.
There's this one team out here, and I'm just going to name them. Stevens County Apparition Research Society, and they always catch orbs. And they just love these orbs so much.
Yeah,
Hey, I've only publicized one. And it really wasn't an orb.
Oh, Max will throw out so much stuff that we argue with
Y'all see
him to
that
keep
ectoplasm?
in that we think is, good things that if he has any doubt whatsoever, I mean, the most minute doubt, he'll throw it out. So.
Well, you got to. If there's any doubt whatsoever, anything, then you've got to discount it. And if it can be recreated, it's not supernatural.
Right.
It's like with the orbs. I had one guy.
You can
argue
quit
with
with the hand signals, Max.
Yeah, I had this one guy argue with me in a parking lot saying ghosts are everywhere, and I said, well, let me show you how we can make a ghost appear in an orb. He's like, sure. I said, you got your camera? He goes, I sure do. I reached down and picked up a handful of parking lot dust. I said, ready? He was ready. I threw the dust up in the air. I said, shoot. He shot. And guess what? There were a million ghosts all around us. And I'm not saying everything is not haunted. I'm just saying not everything is haunted. Not every place you go to. And, some places have got reputations, and that's what people... If your mind is set saying, hey, I'm going to catch a ghost here tonight, or I'm going to catch this, I'm going to catch that, you're going to catch it, no matter what, because your mind is already there. And, when you can rule out everything and then say, I don't know what this is, then you got something interesting. Doesn't mean it's a ghost. It could be a phenomenon you don't even know about. Like I said, I'm still waiting to capture Bob walking up on high on Bob. And then I want to put Bob in a jar. Study Bob.
So
I want to
so
talk
if
to Bob
we
every
went
night.
so you think if we went to Waverly Hills, we would get something?
Who knows? If I could tell you that, we would all have PhDs behind our names.
So do you think?
I like that.
Well,
But do you
I
think
mean,
it's
Max,
got the reputation it has because a lot of people have captured actual really good evidence from there, or is a lot of it kind of just blown smoke?
Okay, look. Here's the thing. For 5 years, 2000, 2005, all the original stuff that got pulled out of there was by me. Okay, and we did. We captured a lot of stuff that we couldn't explain. We also captured a lot of things that supposedly happened, and we were able to debunk and say, no, that never happened, and this didn't happen. But, things change. What you think is history 10 years ago, you could find one little piece of evidence to where it changes the whole scenario, which is what a lot of it did up at Waverly. I've had people get up here and say they've had great times at Waverly, great evidence. People who are my friends like John Zaffis, the bigger names in the community, we're all friends. We all talk to each other, and I've had other people say, I think it's nothing. And there were plenty of times when we were up there when it was just dead, nothing. And if we could explain why that happens, when it happens, then we're on to something.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Keep exploring. Keep trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. See, I mean, I would love to be able just to go and to have the experience, whether or not something did happen. I mean, just to have the experience and to be able to investigate it to try to get something.
That's the whole point. Go do it because you love doing it. You enjoy doing it.
But just like we always talk about, I mean, sometimes you're going to get stuff and sometimes you're not. I mean, that's just the way it is. It doesn't always happen, and you can't make it happen.
Yep.
Nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are your go-to pieces of equipment that you use nowadays?
Thermal imager.
Thermal imager?
Yeah, and I've also got a buddy of mine, James Clarita, who makes a lot of gear for me. Him and I talked about designing different things, and he makes it and try it out. It's like he just tried out, sent me a piece to try out over the weekend, where it's actually reading the voltage for a battery, and we had batteries draining left and right, and sure enough, this thing is watching the voltage, and I'm watching it just drain, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty interesting. Now we just need to figure out the next step.
Yeah, what to do with it from there, right?
Yeah. That's like people send you a picture and go, oh, what do you think about this? And I'm like, well, it's pretty cool. What do you do next? I sent it to a production company, put it on TV. I'm like,
that ain't right.
I'm like, well, what are you sending it to me for then? Or if
just rub it in your face?
No, or they just, they think that we're going to be able to put it on TV and go with it. That isn't how it works. There's so many damn TV shows out there right now that are sent for TV.
Well, you said thermal imaging. How, in your professional opinion, why do you go with thermal imaging?
Because it's a whole other spectrum that the eye cannot see, and it's the same way with the EVPs. I don't advocate people using cell phones on their investigations, other than you can use the voice recorder. Some of the voice recorders on some of these phones are better than what you can buy. I don't consider photos from my phone or look, this is on my Ghost Hunter app. Sorry, throw that crap away.
Well, we use phones every now and then for video or pictures and stuff like that. It's just easier
like
access.
I said, video is okay.
And audio,
phone,
of course.
The audio is great. I wholeheartedly endorse that.
I have a phone that it's an iPhone. It was a new one, and I just don't use it anymore because
the service is off on it. So
yeah, the service is off, but it works on Wi-Fi, and so I don't use it any place we go on Wi-Fi. I leave it where the service is off and use it as an audio recorder.
Yeah, that's great, and that's just like there are thermal pieces of equipment out there now that can fit Android and iPhone.
Absolutely,
but the technology has not caught up to where it needs to be.
Right.
I mean, a lot of these phones have got cameras on them that can now they use them to make movies and stuff, but it still hasn't caught up as far as the pixelation, what it needs to be, for what we're doing. Almost everything we use has been made for something else.
Did you guys tell him about the REM pod the other night?
Oh, the it's not a REM pod. It's just like